Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Carolina Panthers Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming. I'm your host, Jason Ingram, coming at you once again here on the YouTube the Tube. So I just wanted to make a quick video talking about a few things, a transaction or two, and I wanted to give my thoughts on the recent Cam Newton video posted on his channel where he sat down with his father and talked about his release from the New England Patriots. But first things first. So, the Carolina Panthers have figured out what they're going to do as far as special teams for punt returning. So, they are going to allow wide receiver Alex Erickson from the practice squad to handle punt returns for this upcoming game Sunday against the New York Jets. I don't really know that much about Erickson. Undrafted, out of Wisconsin, 28 years old, 6 feet tall, 195 pounds. He's spent most of his years on the Cincinnati Bengals. Bounced to the Texans for a bit, but now he's with Carolina Panthers as part of the practice squad. Looking at his stats, he has a total of 93 receptions for 1,086 yards. He has 78 rushing yards, 3,746 return yards, and he has one total touchdown, which the one touchdown he has was in 2017 against the Broncos. He recorded his one and only receiving touchdown. And he had gotten a punt return, I believe it was a punt return touchdown in 2019's preseason game against the Redskins. But it looks like he's pretty much known for his special teams, punt return and kickoff returning skills. But it looks like it's racked up a lot of his yards on punt returns, it seems. Or excuse me, kick returns. As a matter of fact, he once led the league in kickoff return yardage with 810 yards, which I believe that was in 2016. Yeah, 2016. So, okay. Only 28 years old. It's like he's got some speed. Hey, he could very well contribute in punt returns and maybe even kickoff returns as well. So, hey, if they see something in him that can contribute and help on special teams, then I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I originally would have liked CJ Saunders, but hey, if this can potentially be the guy, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So, Carolina's looking to him to handle punt returns. And in case of an emergency, next one up would be DJ Moore, which I hope it doesn't come to that because I want DJ Moore to concentrate on just the receiving game, trying to be that number one receiver. And the Panthers have also decided to sign a linebacker to the practice squad by the name of Kamal Martin. And in order to make room for Kamal Martin, they ended up releasing cornerback Jalen Julius. Kamal Martin is a 2020 fifth round pick of the Packers, played Minnesota. He played in 10 games last year after recovering from a knee injury. Has a sack and 20 tackles. Kamal Martin, 23 years old, 6'3" tall, 240 pounds. And as I said, played out of Minnesota. But yeah, stats as of now, 20 tackles, 1 sack. So, I mean, Hasn't been in the league long. So I mean, we'll see what happens with him, but he's signed to the practice squad. I don't know how much action he'll see, but signed to the practice squad. But that's pretty much all that I have on him. And they did release an updated injury report, but really the only one that's on there is Shi Smith still. So Shi Smith will be out for this game against the Jets, which everybody expected, which, you know, he's going to be out at least 3 games. They say at least 3 games. So that, and of course, John Miller is out because he's on the COVID list. So he'll at least miss this game, but hopefully he'll be able to return as soon as next week or week 3. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, I wanted to talk a little bit about Cam Newton's recent video that he posted on his Instagram, on his YouTube. Had a sit-down interview. It was like a good 45, 46 minutes with his father, Cecil Newton. And pretty much wanted to get a lot of things off his chest and talk about his release from the Patriots. Now, I will say this. I believe Cam Newton handled this interview very well and very professionally compared to a lot of things that he could have done based on how he usually handles things in the past. So I got to give him credit on that. I felt like, for the most part, he kept it real and straight to the point. You know, he was shocked about his release, but at the same time, he realizes that he potentially could have been a distraction, still being on that team. Because at the same time, he realizes the way that he is a blessing and a curse. And he's right. He's absolutely right. You know, we saw that during his time in Carolina. You know, when the team was rolling, year we were 15-1, went to the Super Bowl, you know, Cam Newton was showboating. He was showing up and showing out, and he had every right to. He had every right to. You know, people can say what they want about him, but when you're winning and such, you can do that sort of thing. Now, as far as the Cam haters, I mean, let's just keep it real. Folks hate. There are plenty of folks out there that hated Cam, regardless of whether the Panthers were doing well or doing terrible. And that's the truth. That's the truth. And, you know, if you flat out don't like Cam, that's fine. You know, you're entitled to that opinion. But at the same time, you can't disregard what he has done in the NFL. Can't disregard his abilities and what he's done out there on the field. He's taken a lot of shots, you know, more than probably a quarterback would want to take. But Cam has done so much out there on that field. And I feel like he deserves the respect. He hasn't always made the best decisions, but I feel like he's earned the respect of the league. And do I feel like he will get, or no, let me change that. Do I feel like he has plenty of football left in him? Absolutely. Absolutely. At least, if he could stay healthy, at least 3 more years. I think he could do at least 3 more years. Now, if he does get picked up somewhere, I don't think he'll be a starter. I think that's something that he's going to have to embrace, the fact that he's not going to be a starter this year if he does get picked up. I don't see it. I just don't see it, him being a starter. I mean, I guess it may depend on the team, but he would be one heck of a backup. He would be one heck of a backup. But yes, I do agree that he still has plenty of football left, at least 3 years. Now, I do see that he understands that, with the amount of time that he's missed, with the whole unvaccination, COVID protocol things, I do believe he understands that, with the missed time could affect reliability. And that could have been what factored in to letting him go. But not only that, I think it's safe to say that Mac Jones also, throughout the preseason, did a better job. Not saying that Cam Newton did a crap job during the preseason, but Mac Jones was able to beat him out, and that's just how it is. And even Cam Newton understands they're gonna win. They're gonna win games with Mac Jones. He believes that. He truly believes that. Does he hate the fact that he's not on the team? I'm sure he does, but at the same time, he doesn't want anybody to feel sorry for him or pity him. I mean, after all, as he said, it's a business. It's a business, and each organization should be doing the best that they can to put their teams into the best positions to win championships. That's what it's all about. I think about the NBA. Folks can look down on LeBron, for going to Miami, a year after he was in the finals with the Cavaliers, or Kevin Durant leaving the Thunder to go to the Golden State Warriors. I mean, were these super teams? Yeah. Was Golden State Warriors the ultimate super team? Yeah. But at the end of the day, you got to put yourself in the best position to win a championship. And that's what they did. That's what they did. I may not have been a fan of LeBron's initial move from the Cavaliers to the Heat, because I really felt like they could have made some changes and could have gotten back to the finals if they had done some work within their organization, but they didn't. He didn't, and he jumped ship. But hey, what did it end up leading to? A year after that, finally won a championship. Kevin Durant won 2 back-to-back. So, I mean, it is what it is. But every organization is going to put their teams in the best position to win championships. Now, do I think Cam Newton would have been able to function in that system with the Patriots? I mean, after the year he had last year, I don't know. Because he admits he did not have a good year last year. And that's true. So, I mean, maybe that's the truth. Maybe it's still up in the air. But I will say this. Cam Newton mentioned that his entire time in the league, he had never had to learn how to read defenses and point out the mic while he's behind center. Really, Cam? Really, Cam? Now, I love you, Cam Newton, but really, dude? Don't sit there and tell that lie. Come on, dude. You mean to tell me these, 9, 10 plus years you've been in the league and you've never learned to read the mic or had to do that on any game? Come on, dude. So you helped get to a Super Bowl and not once while you were under center learn how to do that? I don't believe that one bit. I do not believe that one bit. Come on, dude. I love you, but come on, dude. Come on. Nah, I refuse to believe that. I think that's a load of crap. I really don't see how that's possible. I don't see how that's possible. And if that's the truth, that shocks the mess out of me. If that's really the truth, but I do not believe one single bit of that statement at all. So I felt like he kept it real throughout the interview, but that statement, I don't believe that statement one bit. But at the end of the day, I get where Cam is coming from. I get where Cam is coming from, and I really hope that he is able to continue his NFL career. And I hope that he will be in a position where he can get picked up by a team and can eventually be a starter again. And I think a big issue with that is teams with the idea of bringing them on to be a backup versus being a starter. Because, I mean, typically I would think initially, based on what Cam Newton has done, his accolades, I can understand how it would be hard to bring him on believing that he's starter material when you already have a starter in place and feel like he would be too good enough to be a backup. I could see how people would feel that way. I could understand that. I could understand that. But I do believe that Cam is going to have to be able to embrace being a backup if he does get picked up this year, which I hope he does. But he's more than likely going to have to embrace being a backup. And, I understand what he meant by, when he described his aura. I mean, Cam Newton is Cam Newton. You're going to get attention on your team with Cam Newton on your team. There's going to be stories. There's going to be highlights, probably good and bad, with him on your team. He's done very well for the community, especially when he was with Carolina. So, I mean, that's just something you'd have to accept if you bring him on your team. But I feel for him. I really, really feel for him. But is this the last that we've seen Cam Newton in the NFL? I don't think so. At least I hope not. I hope not. Do I feel that he deserves another shot to continue his career? Absolutely. Absolutely. Just like I feel like Colin Kaepernick deserves another shot. I'm sorry, but if Jameis Winston can get another shot with his turnover, interception heavy self, Cam Newton can get another shot. If Tim Tebow can be brought in for a tryout and actually play in a preseason game as a tight end, Cam deserves another shot. With all that Mike Vick went through and was able to get back into the league and get another shot, Cam Newton deserves another shot. Let's just keep it real. I can understand if those out there feel like, he's done, health-wise or whatever. That's fine. But to say he doesn't deserve another shot, I highly disagree. I highly disagree. But we'll see what happens. But that's all that I have. Let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think about Alex Erickson taking the duties for punt returner for Carolina? What do you think about the newest acquisition of the practice squad and linebacker Kamal Martin? Kamal Martin. And for those that saw Cam Newton's video, which I'll put a link to it in the description, what did y'all think? What are y'all's thoughts about Cam Newton's sit-down interview with his father? What do y'all think about some of the stuff he said?
Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can catch every video. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram coming at you with another Carolina Panthers Talk video. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend, and I will see y'all soon. Peace.